Wow, wow, wow. Try it and let me know. Come back in the comment section and type down how did you find it. Use the same measurements, same ingredients that I use, and let me know. I can tell you for now, you will be asking for the second portion. Believe me. Okay, let's put it together and enjoy it. Hello my lovely viewers, hello and welcome for another video with me. We are in my kitchen because today I'm sharing with you a recipe that I've been asked. I shared it on my Instagram, a few pictures with the dish itself, and everyone said recipe. I also asked you if you wanted and you say yes. One of my favorites since I was a child, baked sweet macaroni and cheese. Here are all the ingredients that you will need for this recipe. So let's go over each of them. I will have also all of them in the description bar down below as well with measurements. I try my best to put these measurements as well. You will need 500 grams of pasta, macaroni pasta. I bought mine from Sainsbury's. You will need 200 grams of grated vegan cheese. Mine is from Sainsbury's as well, and it's Violife, the brand that I'm using. You will need 600 grams of firm tofu. I'm using the brand So Organic, and it's again from Sainsbury. I buy all my products, mainly all my products from Sainsbury. 1 cup of raw unrafinated cane sugar. I'm starting by adding the water into my pot. Just measure the water according to your pasta, the pasta that you are using. I'm using 1 part pasta, 3 parts water for my type of pasta. I'm adding now the vanilla as well to get infused very well. I'm adding half a teaspoon actually. I'm bringing this to a boil and then I'm adding the pastas. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for my water to boil, to start to boil, I'm going to warm up the oven. Should be very warm before you put the pastas into the oven. You will also need a tray. I'm using a metal tray. The pasta started to boil. Can you hear it? I love macaroni and cheese, sweet baked macaroni and cheese. Since I was a child, this was one of my favorite dishes. But after I turned vegan, it was very hard to find a good recipe that kind of substitute and have the same texture and same taste as my favorite one. And now, because I found it and I mastered the recipe, I wanted to share it with you so everyone can enjoy a very delicious plant-based vegan baked sweet macaroni and cheese. My macaroni are almost done, but at this point I'm adding the sugar. I'm also adding the coconut milk as well. And to take all the coconut out of the can, I'm adding some very warm pastas into the can. and I'm moving them around until the coconut it gets dissolved. It gets loose, you know, from the can walls. As you can see, it still have a lot of water. It's not evaporated or is not consumed all the way. This is how I like it before I put it into the oven, and the rest of the pasta will be baked in the oven. I'm adding the cheese as well. A tofu as well. And now I'm mixing up everything together. I'm adding a little bit more of vanilla powder. The pasta now is ready to be transferred into a tray. I'm using an old-fashioned metal tray. I brought this with me from Romania and I love it. You can also use oven-proof glass container as well. Sometimes I do it in this, but I don't want now. I use the old-fashioned way, a tray, a metal tray, and I'm putting a big tray under the tray that I'm using to transfer the pasta, because if it splash, we'll be dropping into the big tray. That's a tip from cooking with IULI in the kitchen. Now transferring. This is hot. I need the gloves. And carefully, very carefully. I put the apron not to splash on myself. I love this dress. So I love flowers. By the way, I shared with you my journey on how I found my vintage style and how I find my fashion style. So if you like to see that, it's up here in this corner. I have this in mind. I'm kneading everything a little bit. I'm checking on the tray if I drop something, and I can see I dropped a small piece here. So what I do, I wipe it down now before I put it into the oven, because this will burn and will smell very strong. And now it's ready to go into the oven and bake there for 25 to 30 minutes on 200 degrees Celsius. And because I'm doing a lot of things in the same time in the kitchen, I want to keep track of the time correctly for the baked pastas. I'm using a timer, a kitchen timer. This is a mechanic kitchen timer, and I'm turning it all the way clockwise, and then I'm turning it back and stop to the time where I want. For me will be 25 minutes from now on. It's not cute. It's such a vintage looking clock. It looks like a normal old-fashioned clock, but it's a timer for your kitchen. I bought this on eBay long time ago. I can't remember the seller. It's cute. One tip that will always work for me is to clean as I go. I finish now the macaroni and cheese baked pastas, which are in the oven, and I'm using the time now to clean everything that I use, all the utensils and the dishes that I use for that. You clean as you go. That's how your kitchen is tidy and clean. I'm always using the gloves where I'm cleaning the dishes. We don't have a washing machine. Our hands are the washing machine. Manually, everything is manually. Woo. I washed everything and now I'm wiping everything with a cotton towel. I'm wiping the water because the water is so hard and it's full of chemicals, and it lets a lot of residue and patches, white patches on the dishes, and I don't like that. So I do this every single time when I'm using a dish. I'm cleaning it and I'm wiping down. This is quite heavy. This is cast iron, and this is how I keep myself fit, just working with pots in a kitchen while I'm cooking. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Try it and let me know. Come back in the comment section and type down how did you find it. Use the same measurements, same ingredients that I use, and let me know. I can tell you for now, you will be asking for the second portion. Believe me. If you follow my recipe, you will have 6 portions for a family of 6 or a bigger family. It depends how much you eat. What I've done, I've put mine, the leftover, in the containers, glass containers, and they will go in the fridge, and they are great as a dinner as well.